All right, y'all, here's part 2. We're going on to finish page 105 and 106. So at the bottom of page 105, it says a discount store has a one-day sale on all vinyl albums. In order to purchase from the store, each customer must have a yearly membership. So if I buy 4 vinyl albums, I'm paying $35. If I buy 7, I'm paying $57.50. And if I buy 9, I'm paying $72.50. How much does the store charge for a yearly membership? Okay, it's not asking per album, it's asking about the membership. So after I bought albums, how much did I pay beforehand for the membership? Again, this is my initial fee. That means I need to make a table. So in my table, I need a 0 there, and it looks like I start with 4. So I'm going to need to go backwards. Jonah, stop stepping on that. So I've got albums, and I've got cost with membership fee, yada, yada. So I've got 0, 1, 2, 3, 4 albums, and then 7 albums. You can't even see my table, my bad. And then I've got $35 for 4 and $57.50 for 7. So I need to find a rate of change. If I'm going from here to here and here to here, this is the difference of 3 albums. So over here to the side, I'm getting 3 albums. Then over here, I'm spending a certain amount of money. So I need to do $57.50 minus $35. Okay? So once I find out what this amount is, this will be the cost for 3 albums. If I find out the cost for 3 albums here, then I need to go backwards by 1 album. Subtract 1 album. So I'm going to take this cost over here, whatever I get, and I'm going to put it over 3 albums. So $57.50 is for 7 albums. And then 4 albums is $35. So I need to find the difference in my albums, or I'm sorry, my cost difference divided by the album difference. And that's going to give me a cost in dollars and cents. Okay. Then I'm going to go back by this amount. So whatever I get here, I'm going to subtract from 35 and get this number here. I'm going to subtract this from whatever I get here. 750 is going to be it. And then I'm going to subtract that again. And then I'm going to subtract that again until I get to my 0 albums. And this will be my membership fee. I should probably zoom out. Membership fee. Zoom out. Okay, so I've got to do 3 things there. I have to find the difference of my costs. I've already found the difference of my albums. So I've got to find the difference of my costs. I've got to divide the difference in my cost by the difference of the albums. And then I've got to subtract over and over and over until I get to 0 albums. So I'm going back, I'm going back, I'm going back, and I'm going all the way back to 0 albums. So this is a cost, this minus that again, minus that again, minus that again. If you need help, use desmoscalculator.com. You could use a scientific calculator or the graphing calculator. Both of them will do the trick. Okay? All right, number 3 on page 105. It says Aiden checks out a 300-page book from the library. That's where he's starting. He's starting at 300 pages. Before leaving the library, he reads 30 pages. The table below shows the hours Aiden spends reading the rest of the book. Oh, so this is the rest of the book. We're actually starting at 270. At what rate does Aiden read the remaining pages of the book? So I've got pages over hours. How many pages is this over how many hours do I have here? So what's the difference in pages over the difference in hours? Next question. Sophie earns an allowance each week for completing a set of chores. The money is deposited into a savings account that already has money in it. So we're not starting at zero here. Sophie's savings account balance is shown in the graph. What is the beginning balance of Sophie's savings account? So this is where the line starts. Where does the line start? So I need to look at my graph, figure out where it starts. That's it. Very simple question here. All right, this one has been throwing you guys off. So at the beginning of our notes lesson, or our slope lesson, we started writing slope from 2 given points in a table, from a visual in a graph by making the triangle, the rise over the line, from finding a y-intercept from a graph in a table, and then calculating a y-intercept if it's not visual or visible in the table. So now we have a formula here of y sub 2 minus y sub 1 over x sub 2 minus x sub 1. So these are my 2 points. This is my first point, and this is my second point. The order of the points really doesn't matter, but for this question it does because they've already placed one x value in its position. So I like to take these numbers and put them right in their places. So I'm going to take my second point and I'm going to put my x over my y. So I'm going to put, my y over my x. Good Lord. Y over x is how it always is. And it's a change in y over a change in x. So these are my y's, 0.5. And then my x is 2.5 because these go together. So 0.5 over 2.5 minus 1.5 over 0. Then I'm going to calculate this. This goes in the calculator or in Desmos just as is. This is not 2 separate fractions. This is one big old fat fraction. So if you're putting this in the calculator, you need to do 0.5 minus 1.5 divided by, don't forget the close parenthesis, open parentheses, 2.5 minus 0, close parentheses. And somewhere you need to convert this to a fraction because that's the form that they wanted it. All right, number 6, what is the y-intercept in the graph shown? Again, where's my orange highlighter? Where does it cross the y-axis, that orange line? Number 7, it says a video streaming company offers on-demand programming without a monthly contract. The company charges a connection fee plus a charge for each hour, connection fee plus a charge for each hour of video streaming. The table shows the cost for up to 3 hours of video streaming for 1 connection fee. All right, 1 connection fee is where we start. Start at connection fee. How much is the connection fee? That should be a dead giveaway looking at that table where you start. And then the hourly charge. Change in hours, change in money. Cost, difference, over hours, difference. Choose 2 points. I've got 0 and 75 cents, and I've got 1 and $1.25. The costs go at the top, the hours go at the bottom. You're going to do it like this. 1.25 minus 1 minus. I did this point first because this is my second point. I put this in because it's y sub 2 and x sub 2. And then I'm going to put 75 cents over 0. Calculate the difference, and then that will go here per hour. We're also going to move on to unit 11. Hold please. All right, moving on to unit 11 because this is the second part of the homework within the past 2 weeks. This will be practice in class. I don't know when I'm going to grade this assignment, but it won't hurt to get the information on how to do this. I am going to do the notes in this video, so I'm going to do this a little different for the rest of this video for the last 4 minutes that I have. And then I'll show you how to do the work in the video that'll come tomorrow. So, in the worked example, this is page 110 of your book. We're reading the situation to see how we're going to develop this concept, hence the concept development. It says, Sydney collects aluminum cans for a recycling contest. She already has 20 pounds of cans when the contest begins. She is able to collect an additional 10 pounds of cans each week. So we know this from writing equations that since we already have 20, that's my starting point. Start at 20. This is also called the y-intercept, the yint. And then this is my rate of change or my slope because I'm adding 10 more each week. So if I start here, after 0 weeks, I have 20 pounds. After a 1 week, I've got 30 pounds. I'm adding 10 to my 20. After 2 weeks, I'm adding another 10 and another 10 and another 10. And then we form this beautiful equation here, which is y equals mx plus b form. So then here's my rate of change, and then here's my y-intercept or my starting value. Now in the try it section, it says complete all representations for each situation. Michael can print 60 pages in 3 minutes using his home office printer. That means that after 0 minutes, he has printed 0 pages. But after 3 minutes, he's printed 60, and then after another 3, he's printed 120, and after another 3, that's 9 minutes, he's printed 180 copies. This is plus 60 and plus 60, yes. So then that equation is y equals, find the rate of change, my bad, 60 over 3, which is 20, 20x. The rate of change is found by finding the change here. So 60 to 120 is 60, and then 3 to 6 is 3, and that's the 60 divided by 3, which is 20 pages per minute. Then I'm going to start in my origin because this is a proportional relationship. I'm going to run 3 and I'm going to jump 60. I'm going to run 6. Oh, I can't run 6, but I can run 1 and 20, and then I can also run 2 and 40. I have created a straight line there. I can get a straight edge and draw a line, and it goes through the origin. Oops. Boom. Now over here, it says Tania purchased a gift sack for $2 and candy for 75 cents each. After 0 candy bars, she's already spent $2 on the gift sack. So I'm going to add 75 cents per candy bar. So 1 candy bar is $2.75, and then 2 candy bars will be $3.50. So this is my start at $2 plus 0.75x equals y. Let me rewrite that. Y equals 0.75x plus $2. So I'm going to look at my graph and I'm going to start at $2. This no longer goes through the origin, and I'll finish the rest on the next video.